Hi, smart friends. Today we are reading another silly book. This book's main character is actually a frog. Today we are going to be reading the story that is titled Froggy's First Kiss. I can tell this is going to be a really interesting book. Froggy's First Kiss. Froggy's First Kiss. It was 3 weeks before Valentine's Day, and for Froggy, Valentine's Day meant candy, but it also meant love. At school, Froggy's mind wandered. Froggy, called his teacher, Miss Witherspoon. What? Kindly pay attention, dear. And that's when he saw the prettiest girl frog in the world. The new girl in his class. Her name was Froggalina, and when she smiled at him, his insides got all soft and wiggly, like he had had caterpillars for breakfast. Oh, he must have a crush on her. Froggy, called Miss Witherspoon, his teacher. What? Your eyes should be on your work, dear. It's not polite to stare. Oops, said Froggy. Oh my gosh, look, he just kept looking at Froggalina instead of his work. At recess, Froggalina smiled at him through the monkey bars. He was hanging upside down, and when he saw her, he fell smack on his head. Bonk! At lunch, Froggalina sat beside him. She smiled and opened her lunchbox. I have a treat for you, Froggy. Close your eyes. She gave him a big, juicy apple. After lunch, Froggy and Froggalina played tetherball together. Froggalina wound up, socked the ball, and Froggy was so busy gazing, looking into her eyes. The ball hit him in the head, bonk, and knocked him down. At lunch the next day, Froggalina smiled and opened her lunchbox. I have a goodie for you, Froggy. Close your eyes. She gave him a cookie shaped like a horse. That afternoon, Froggy and his class made Valentines. They cut hearts out of paper. Some big, some little, some red, some pink. And on just one, Froggy wrote, I love you. He didn't want any of his classmates to see, especially Froggalina. So he worked under his desk. Froggy, called Miss Witherspoon. What? Please work at your seat, dear, and don't make such a mess. When Froggy stood up, he hit his head on his desk. Bonk! And everybody laughed, especially Froggalina. At lunch the next day, Froggalina sat beside him again. She smiled and opened her lunchbox. I have a surprise for you, Froggy. Close your eyes. And what do you think she gave him? A big, juicy kiss smack on his cheek. She gave him a big kiss on his cheek. Blah! Spluttered Froggy, looking more red in the face than green. He's blushing. He must feel embarrassed. Froggy grabbed his lunchbox and he flopped away. Flop, flop, flop. His tummy felt so weird he couldn't eat his lunch. Not even his dessert. On the bus home after school, everybody teased him. Even Max, his best friend. They sang, Froggy has a girlfriend. No, I don't, cried Froggy. When the bus stopped, he flopped all the way home. Flop, flop, flop. But his heart felt heavy. Was it love? Was it hunger? Was it his backpack filled with Valentine cards? What did you do at school today, Froggy? Asked his mother. We made Valentines, said Froggy. Did you make one for someone special? Froggy turned almost purple. Oh, he was embarrassed again and flopped into his room. Flop, flop, flop. But the next morning on Valentine's Day, Froggy served his mother breakfast in bed and said, Mom, that someone special is you. And he gave his mother the big heart with the I love you. And his mother gave Froggy a whole bunch of kisses. Candy kisses. Oh, this book is so wonderful and silly. There was one part that made me really concerned, very worried. It's right here on the bus. So there are two parts of this that make me feel very worried. One, Froggy's not in his seat. That is not safe to ride the school bus out of your seat. And his friends are not sitting on their bottoms. When you ride the school bus, you sit on your bottom, you put your back against the seat, and you make sure you're safe. So that worries me that they're not safe. But I also feel a little concerned that Froggy's friends aren't being very kind. They're teasing him and they're singing, Froggy has a girlfriend, Froggy has a girlfriend. And it clearly made Froggy really upset. Yeah, that makes me a little sad. Maybe they could have been a little bit nicer. But other than that, this book is really silly. So I have a challenge for you. During this book, when we were reading this book, we saw that everyone was making Valentine cards for other people. And even if it's not Valentine's Day, you can still make someone a card or a letter. So today, your job is going to be to write a card or a letter or draw a picture or something special for someone that you care about. Maybe that's someone that you love or someone that loves you or someone who's just your friend. How cool would it be to get a surprise letter or card? Okay, smart friends, I think you can do it. Thanks for reading with me. Bye.